I say manhood. What you want to know about being a man is you got to have an image of a man or someone that you kind of look up to, and it cannot be a woman if you're wanting to be a man. It can't, because you have to have some sort of image or something you look up to or watch. Because you can go about yourself and have these certain things that how you live and how you navigate the world on yourself, but you have to have some type of man growing up that you've seen. Maybe it's a teacher, just a guy that you don't really talk to, but you watch him. You watch how he moves, and you watch just how he goes about his day. Because I would say most of the father figures that I've had, or the men that I've watched to mold me into the man I am today, have been first off some of the coaches that I've had. Um, just some like my uncles and stuff like that, and a couple of my older brothers, um, and just they all mold me into the man I want today. I am today. Not as far as they're all great examples. Sometimes they're great examples for the right thing as well as the wrong thing. Um, just if one of these people that I watch, if they have a drinking problem and they destroyed their family or something, then I can understand, like, okay, I can have a drink here or there, but if is this drink going to be worth my life or my family's life or relationship? Is that going to be worth it? Trying to have a good time for a night or something, is that going to be worth it? And a lot of the time, never. It's never worth it. It's never worth it. But as for just going about your day, I watched these certain men and just how they interacted with me as well as other people and of the opposite sex, and just how they have confidence in themselves and how they carry themselves. And it always been amazing to me because I never had like that dad, like, oh, I'm your dad and you're my son, so you need to listen to me. I never had that, but just from all these different father figures or just people, men that I've come across in my life, I've just always picked up certain things from them, which helped me along the way. And I will feel like for a lot of people that can help them if you just realize that. And I think everybody does it subconsciously, but you don't want to give the credit where credit is due. And you can learn a lot of bad stuff from a lot of bad men as well. Selling drugs, drinking, smoking, hitting women. I'm not saying like you can learn good and bad, but if those men are like glorifying that and you look up to that and you think that's a strong man, then that's going to lead you down the wrong path. And if you don't have that like good relationship with any of these men, of like healthy relationship, but if it's always like, oh, you need to, let's go over here and try to rob these people or something like that, it's just that ain't gonna work. So you just need to watch certain men, and some certain men you just gotta kind of distance yourself from, even if they're your friends, family. Sometimes families are the worst ones, but if you got to distance yourself from them. And I mean, I've tried, like, I love all my family members, but I'm from California and living out in Maryland now, so I love going back to seeing them and everything, but sometimes it I can't always be around them. If I want to get where I want to be in life, I can't always be around my family because they lead themselves down the wrong path, and I just don't want to follow them down that path. They got to right their own wrongs, and I'm trying to right mine right now. So that's why I'm like going on my own journey and trying to just find myself and to become a better man at the end of the day, for my future family and for my family back home. So once I do come home, I know I can be like, here, watch my example. And I'm not going to tell them that, but just always leading by example, because someone's always can be watching you, and just you always want to give off that positive mindset to someone else, because I know there's a lot of men that I was watching that they didn't know, but they always carried themselves in a certain way or manner that always I always like was drawn to it, because I was like, okay, that's what a man should be like. And but other than that, it's just you got to realize who you're watching too. I'd say there was one of the most influential people in my life was my head football coach, and it wasn't because he talked to me a lot, because I talked to more coaches a lot, but he just epitomized what a man should be. I felt like he was confident in himself. He didn't take any crap from nobody, and he respected other people, but he most of all respected himself. And it was just I watched him a lot, and he controlled however many guys we had on the football team, and he just had not total control, but it was just like he was all of our father figures. Even the other coaches, he was their father figures. And it was just amazing how, even though we didn't always have the best group of guys, he got the best out of us. And I just really respect him for that. And those are the type of men I wanted to keep around and move forward with in my life. But I just had to go out and learn more, and I had been. So that's all for this video, and have a good one.